Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review today, guys. And this one right here, I mean, I've heard about this actually, guys, for a while actually, but it's only until recently that I got to acquire a sample of this fragrance right here. And I know that there's a lot of curiosity given the name of this fragrance. So today, I will give you guys the lowdown and the no hype review on this fragrance that in my opinion does have some hype to it. Now before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to the channel. We just hit 15K, guys, so thank you so much for your support. We're gonna go all the way up to 16K and beyond, so if you haven't liked or subscribed, please continue to do so. It will definitely be helpful to this channel right here. And the fragrance that we will be talking about today is none other than Mizensir's Perfect Oud. Yes, Perfect Oud by Mizensir. Okay, so I've heard about this fragrance, like I said, for a while now, guys. And it wasn't up until I said, you know what, I'm gonna click buy now on the samples for this one right here. And also when I tried it, it was very surprising to me because, as you know, we have a whole library of oud fragrances here in this channel, and you guys probably follow me because of it, because I give you guys a lot of no hype breakdowns and really good breakdowns of these oud fragrances. Now this one right here, obviously Perfect Oud, what a name. I mean, there are a lot of oud names out there. There's like a summer oud, a sunset oud, there's a royal oud, right? But this one right here takes the cake. Perfect Oud. Okay, that's pretty what do you call that, arrogant, very audacious. There's a lot of audacity in naming a fragrance Perfect Oud, guys. And actually, I did wonder, I mean, who would have that kind of audacity to name a fragrance Perfect Oud? And when I decided to check who the creator, who the perfumer was of Perfect Oud, guess who I found? Yep, Alberto Morillas. Yes, Alberto Morillas, guys. I mean, yep, he's definitely the guy that would do such a thing. And the thing about Alberto, and that kind of set the tone, that kind of gave me the expectations of this fragrance, is that Alberto is the king of, you know, mainstream lovable perfumes. You know, he makes these perfumes that, to be honest, a huge swath of people will really like, will understand, will like. They do not teeter towards like the edge or the edges of you know, perfumery, where, you know, you're kind of like, you know, in the niche, like really niche territory. He does make a lot of perfumes that really smell good, guys. And right when I saw that Perfect Oud, great name, Alberto Morillas, I automatically knew that this was going to be a perfume that maybe a lot of people will really like. All right, guys, let's talk about Perfect Oud. Let's go spray this thing right now. Okay, guys, let's go talk about Mizensir's Perfect Oud, shall we? So right here in the opening, the top notes, you are going to get Bulgarian rose oil, as well as coriander and bergamot, guys. Okay, this is very interesting. And I'm sure once looking at that, you're probably thinking, and a lot of people were thinking, like, rose oud, is this a rose oud fragrance? Let me tell you, it's not. This is not a rose oud fragrance, because there's really no fusion or straight connection between the rose and the oud. They do not even come together, matter of fact, guys. Also, another thing is that this is rose oil. Okay, this is not rose per se. It is a rose oil extract that is not like rose absolute. And what rose oil does, guys, is that it is a much fresher and floral type of note or type of oil when used in a fragrance, this rose essential oil. Okay, guys, and so that makes sense because this opening is probably one of the freshest openings that you will get in a fragrance, guys, and that is care of partially this rose oil. That is a fresh floral rose oil. Now the thing that really makes it fresh, guys, is the bergamot. That's right, the bergamot. One of my favorite citrus notes is bergamot, and the bergamot adds that glistening freshness to that rose oil, guys. Okay, so it's gonna be a very fresh start with rose oil. It's not like a dark brooding rose that you might expect from other fragrances. It is a fresh and floral and glistening rose oil with that citrus bergamot, guys. And of course, the third component of the opening is going to be your coriander spice, guys. Okay, it's kind of like the base of the opening. As you are smelling the rose oil, the glistening bergamot, and that floral rose oil, you are going to get a warm, spicy, or actually it's kind of like a slight warm, spicy coriander spice right here, guys. Okay, and it's a beautiful, you can call it maybe like the base of this opening right here, and it balances it out, giving you both the warm, spicy zing as well as really, really fresh top notes care of the rose oil and the bergamot. Now, my first impression upon spraying Mizensir Perfect Oud was like, whoa, like this is fresh, this is nice, it's kind of clean right here. And you know, to be honest, I was really wondering where Alberto was going to insert that oud, or you know, when would it arrive and what kind of oud would it be. That was really my curiosity. But in the meantime, really my first impression was like, wow, this is so fresh and so clean. And you know, I really did think about you know, guys that, you know, love wearing business suits or button-up shirts, you know, those cleanly nicely pressed linen type of shirts, guys, button downs, polos, golfer polos. And you know, I thought about that and I was like, man, this intro just perfectly matches that right here. And it's also a mood enhancer because of that nice balance between spice and brightness, guys. And of course, that rose oil is such a nice, I would say, really undercover rose. Like you can't even really say, oh, it's hardcore rose, like not really, but it does give you a fresh floral rose with that bergamot and spice that really gives a very beautiful mood enhancing intro right here. Now 40 minutes in, guys, we head into the mid, and the bergamot is actually the first note. The glistening bergamot is the first note that actually withers away or backs up, and then you're kind of left with the rose and the coriander spice, guys. And you know, that combination, you know, if you put that together minus the bergamot, you know it's gonna head into a nice old gradient, guys. And this mid of Mizensir's Perfect Oud is interesting as well because it's got oud as well as iris. Yes, these are the mid notes of Mizensir Perfect Oud. Very, very interesting. And I know you're gonna ask, like, okay, where's the oud? What kind of oud are we talking about here? What is the overall effect or the overall smell like of this mid with this oud now coming in? Now let me tell you guys, this combination of oud and iris, that to be honest, like if you actually put them together, you're like, wait a minute, I know oud, like why would it be mixed with iris? Well, let me tell you this, because this will make sense for a lot of you guys. The oud that comes in right here is kind of like a leathery, musky oud. Okay, it's like a leathery, musky oud, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was musk mixed in with this synthetic blend. This is a synthetic oud, obviously. This is not your animalic, like ombre nomad type oud or any type of oud that's in Middle Eastern fragrances. This is actually kind of like a musky oud with some leathery components right here. And when you add it with a non-sweet iris, an iris that it kind of smells like Febreze almost. It smells like fabric softener, that kind of iris. If you mix it together with a leathery, oudy, musky oud, then you can see where this goes. You know why this is more known as a clean, fresh, almost like workman-like type of fragrance. And it does make sense now why a lot of people consider this fragrance, Perfect Oud, a very clean fragrance, because this is a beautiful blend of that iris that kind of smells like Febreze. It's powdery, it's clean, it smells like freshly pressed linen right there, or that fabric softener that they place right there. Not too sweet. And then there's also that oud wood that is a non-animalic oud wood, also slightly leathery, and probably is mixed with musk. Okay, it's a synthetic oud that's probably mixed with musk, clean white musk probably, and that's why you have that combination. It does smell super clean and fresh, and with the addition of that fresh bright intro with a little bit of spice heading into this oud wood slash iris slash musk type of mid, it's actually a beautiful progression right here, guys. Okay, and of course I like it. Again, it does remind me of somebody really wearing a suit or a polo or a button-down shirt, somebody that is ready to tackle the day, somebody that is headed for work or to deal with business and wants to smell good at the same time. Now this mid right here, guys, if you enjoyed that clean, woody, powdery, musky type of mid right here, you guys are gonna enjoy this mid for a good 4 to 5 hours. Okay, so it's a long lasting mid. That intro, like I said, is probably like 40 minutes to an hour, and then right after that you're gonna get this beautiful oud iris combination for another 5. It is probably one of the longest lasting stages of this fragrance right here. Now on the dry down, you are gonna get cade oil as well as cedar wood. And cedar wood, we already know, guys, one of the nicest woody notes out there, that when placed in a dry down, we know that it's not going to be a fade to black, okay, which means this is going to be a fragrance that you can wear and all the way to the dry down, it will give you this feeling of, you know, you're on the go. It doesn't feel like the day has ended. You've got a lot more to do during the day, and that's what like a cedar wood type of ending does. Okay, it's not really a fade to black. Now this cade oil is actually like juniper oil, guys, okay, but the thing about cade oil is that it does add a little bit of smoky leather into the mix, and this, in my opinion, also makes this fragrance truly masculine, because remember what I said, the oud that's right here in the mid of this fragrance does have a slight leathery and musky tone to it, guys, and obviously it's gonna be continued by some juniper that will give you guys almost like a green herbal fresh feel, but it's also, because it's cade oil, you're also gonna get a slight leathery feel with this cade oil right here. And of course, with that cedar wood, you're gonna get a very balanced ending, very masculine. Like I said, it's very macho, it's very masculine because of the addition or the combination of the cedar and cade oil. A little bit of leathery, a little bit of juniper, and then at the same time a ton of cedar right here, guys. Okay, so it's a very on the go type of fragrance. I think that this is a fragrance that you want to start the day with. Okay, you want to start the day with if you are having a powerful day ahead and you have a lot to do, a lot to accomplish. This is the type of fragrance that you can actually wear to really make you or put you in that mood. It's very business-like, it's very work-like. I don't know, this is very safe at work in my opinion. And also at the same time, this fragrance can also grab the attention of people around you. I think that it will make people compliment you, but at the same time, it will also give them this feel of seriousness, of maybe power and presence. But also the notes of this fragrance, although they can charge you up and they can make you feel like you're ready for a professional day, they can also put you and others at ease. That is the overall feel that I get right here. Very great for work or business, very masculine and powerful in my opinion. And let me tell you about the performance of this. This fragrance is a lingering scent. However, this is that type of lingering scent where people can smell it. You know, they're around you, they can smell it. You can walk around the room and leave a scent trail around you, and you can always overspray if you want to make the point, you know, even harder. But to me, this is a very consistent and strong lingering scent, and I wouldn't have it any other way, to be honest, guys. I want this one to become a lingering scent. Now, how long does it last? This one to me lasted a long ass time, over 12 hours. I could still smell the woody notes as well as that cade oil past 12 hours, and it could have been more, but I took a shower after that. So this is a long-lasting perfume, guys, and again, it's a beautiful, attractive, lingering scent that to me must be worn, especially if you want to do those professional types of days or nights, guys. Okay, now let's talk about the weather right here. This fragrance to me is an autumn and cold spring type of perfume, not necessarily like a winter perfume, guys. I think that autumn is the best time. It kind of matches the background or the facade of fall, autumn and fall. But of course, you can wear this in the office, like I said, as well as cool spring months. And again, you're not gonna get anything offensive or animalic. This is not that type of oud, obviously. Again, it's kind of like a musky oud that is actually very comforting. I think it's got this cashmeran feel to it. It's like a cashmere oud mixed with that beautiful clean iris right there. So again, great for guys, great for work. I really like this fragrance. And you know, if there was anything in my collection that kind of reminds me of this one, although they're not exactly the same, it would be Amouage Reflection Man. It would be Amouage Reflection Man, and I do have a full bottle of that. So if I didn't have Reflection Man, guaranteed I would have had a full bottle of this, you know, and I would wear it for the same purpose as I would wear Reflection Man. So that should give you some sort of like, you know, connection right there. If you like Reflection Man and you like wearing it for a specific purpose, then Mizensir Perfect Oud, you must try it, because this could be your next full bottle right here. And that is it. That is my review of Mizensir's Perfect Oud. Let me know in the comments what you guys and gals think. Obviously, this is not your Middle Eastern oud type of scent. I mean, it doesn't compare to any of those guys. But knowing Alberto Morillas, he does make some bangers, guys. And I would say this is a banger that a lot of people in the spectrum of Fragcom will actually enjoy. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys love this or not? Or what are those things that maybe should be improved with this fragrance? But that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you again. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. God bless. Take care. Peace.